Right now at noon, we're looking ahead to the Mifflin block party happening this weekend, how law enforcement is preparing. Plus, lawyers for former President Trump argue he should have absolute immunity from criminal prosecution, why the historic case could impact the November election. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday afternoon. I'm Josh Sprider. We start with first warn weather with heavy rain and the possibility of severe storms over the next few days. For the latest weekend storm track, first warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hard to believe with how nice it is out there today, Kelly.
Yeah, that's April for you. You know, we had some freezing temperatures this morning, and then we're talking about some 70s this weekend, and along with that, some stormy conditions headed our way into the weekend as well. It's not going to rain the entire weekend, but we're going to have to watch out for some stronger storms, especially later in the day on Saturday. But yeah, we did get a freeze last night. This morning, got down to 27 in Watertown, down to 31 right now in Madison this morning. So yeah, it was a cold morning. Is this the last freeze of the season? We typically see the last freeze of the season about the first week of May. Right now, it looks like it's going to be pretty warm going into next week as we do start May next Wednesday. So temperatures we're chilly this morning, but we have been warming up nicely. Right now, we have generally clear skies across most of the state, and we will see plenty of sunshine throughout the day. You can see on our sky cam as we look at the Capitol, crystal clear blue skies. Today, a milder afternoon with temperatures getting closer to 60. We are looking at some showers and even some thunderstorms developing later tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. The severe weather threat then looks pretty minimal, but as we go into Saturday, especially Saturday evening, that looks like a better opportunity of seeing some of these stronger storms. Either way, we are talking about some heavy rain. Our temperatures in the 50s here for the next couple of hours, getting very close to 60 as we go through the afternoon. Really a pleasant, very typical day for this time of April with sunshine. If you are headed out this evening, temperatures will dip down into the 50s. And then we're talking about those rain chances coming in later tomorrow night. A bit of a break Saturday during the daylight, but as we get in the evening hours, we're seeing some more showers and storms coming our way as we go into Saturday night and Sunday. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s to around 60 later today with a southeast wind around 10 miles per hour. We'll have more on that storm chance going into the weekend and also that severe weather potential. And we could be talking about some hefty rains. We'll have more on that coming up.
All right, Kelly, we'll see you in just a few minutes. Right now, the trial for a man accused of killing a 20-month-old toddler is in its third day. Marshawn Giles is charged with homicide and sexual assault in the case. Today, the state is bringing more witnesses to testify. They include more first responders that were present the morning of the toddler's death. The witnesses alleged noticing significant trauma to the mother's face. While no cameras are in the courtroom, you can follow the trial on channel3000.com and follow News 3 Now's Maddie Heimsch, who's in the courtroom providing live updates as they happen. Right now, local law enforcement is preparing to respond to large crowds and excessive drinking this weekend. This as the Mifflin Street block party is expected to return for another year. This afternoon, Catherine Merck joins us live on the block with more from police. Catherine?
Josh, this Saturday, the Madison Police Department tells us it expects 10,000 people, most of them being UW-Madison students, to fill the street behind me. Leaders with the department say they have 150 extra officers on staff prepared to respond to issues that have come up in the past, like underage drinking, noise complaints, overcrowding, and property damage. In previous years, the department made it known that it was aiming to put a stop to these celebrations. However, leaders in the department told us today it's taking a different view for this upcoming party. They're looking to help change the event to make it safer for students.
What you'll see moving forward is how can we evolve this into something more positive, and some really great ideas have already been shared. And I think as we do our after action report, we seek, what do students want to do to help their community and help their situation at this event.
Our first warned weather team is expecting some severe weather, and I asked those same officers you just heard from with the police department how that will impact their ability to respond to issues as they pop up. They told me they're going to continue to track the weather and change their response tactics if needed. We're going to have the full forecast from Kelly later in our newscast. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. This afternoon, a McFarland family is without their home after a fire. It happened on Smith Ridge Road. They returned home around 7:30 last night to find the house filled with smoke. McFarland Fire and Rescue says they discovered a fire in the kitchen. They got the fire under control within about 10 minutes. No people were home when the fire began. We're told some pets had gone missing, but a dog was found. To campaign 2024 now, former President Trump will return to Wisconsin next week with a campaign visit in Waukesha scheduled for Wednesday. The event will be at the Waukesha County Expo Center. It'll be Trump's second visit to Wisconsin this year after making a stop in Green Bay earlier this month. According to a statement from his campaign, the former president is expected to use the visit to contrast his first term in office with President Biden's. Right now, the U.S. Supreme Court is hearing arguments over whether or not former President Trump can be criminally prosecuted. Trump's lawyers argue a former president has immunity from prosecution when it comes to official acts during his tenure in office. In filings, the special counsel argues that instead of an official act, Trump was working to carry out a private scheme to remain in power by fraud. Legal experts say it's possible the Supreme Court will look for a middle ground.
They may not go the full distance that Trump is requesting, but they might be willing to recognize a more limited form of criminal immunity.
The Supreme Court's decision will determine whether special counsel Jack Smith can try Trump for his alleged efforts to interfere with the 2020 election. A decision is expected by July. Still ahead for us on this Thursday afternoon, why TikTok could soon be banned in the United States, plus how non-compete agreements could soon be a thing of the past for millions of workers.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Complete your updates with Alex Plus All-Purpose Caulk. This sealant works for a variety of projects and is paint ready after just 30 minutes. Now only $177 each after rebate. Grab a tube of Gorilla Heavy-Duty Construction Adhesive for your next project. This 100% waterproof adhesive formula provides a heavy-duty bond on any surface. It's great indoors or outdoors and holds in 30 seconds. Now $6.99 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
It's Temper Week at Steinhoffel's, the absolute best time to get a Temper mattress. Come in and test dress the all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt and get a $25 reward card to your choice of these restaurants. At Steinhoffel's, if our best-selling 2024 Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattress is not in stock, it's free. So get in and test dress the new Tempur Adapt and have lunch on us. Because nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffel's.
What can our foam do for your home?
Incredible comfort, no matter what the weather.
Incredible savings, because your AC is going to run so much less.
It even reduces outside noise and allergens.
No matter what kind of cheap insulation you already have, our foam will go right over it.
Incredible. And spring is the time for incredible deals. So we're matching the $1,200 tax credit with a $1,200 discount.
USA Insulation.
President Biden has signed a bill into law that forces TikTok's China-based parent company to sell the video sharing app or be banned in the U.S. The provision, which is part of a broader national security package, is expected to face legal challenges and disrupt the income of content creators. There are 170 million TikTok users in the U.S. alone. Non-compete agreements could soon be a thing of the past for millions of workers. Yesterday, the Federal Trade Commission voted to ban all new non-compete agreements, which for years have been used to stop workers from switching companies in the same industry. The Labor Department has also unveiled a new rule that would extend overtime pay to salaried workers who earn less than $1,128 a week. Though some industry groups are threatening legal action if the overtime rule goes into effect, saying it could lead to job cuts. And Mattel has released a new Barbie doll honoring Christy Yamaguchi, the first Asian American woman to win an individual figure skating Olympic gold medal. The move comes ahead of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month in May. Yamaguchi says she's, quote, tickled pink by the new doll and its likeness to her. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Here's the stock report at the noon hour. Another day in the red. The Dow down 445 points, NASDAQ down 159, and the S&P 500 down 43. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly is tracking a stormy weekend in the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, we're taking a look at conservation efforts in the travel industry, how it is saving animals across the world.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's spring semi-annual sale is almost over. Save up to $1,500 instantly. Get up to 60% off on overstock and clearance items. And 60-month special financing with no money down. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
When you pull up to someone's house, the first thing you see nowadays is their garage door.
Let Precision's experienced designers come to your home and help you select the perfect door for your house.
Precision is there to help.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Mike Super, Magic and Illusion, America's Got Talent finalist, winner of NBC's Phenomenon, leaving audiences speechless. Now you can see Mike Super live. Saturday, June 15th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. A show for the whole family to enjoy this Father's Day weekend. Mike Super, Magic and Illusion at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Open your eyes bigger. New Panorama by L'Oreal Paris. A multi-level bristle brush to catch every single lash. Corner to corner, bigger, wider. See life in Panorama, because you're worth it.
If you're about to replace your roof, stop. There's a solution about 80% less expensive. 9 out of 10 roofs can be saved by RoofMax. Guaranteed to extend the life of your current roof by 5 to 15 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. RoofMax's deep penetrating power restores flexibility and water protection. Nobody wants to replace their roof. Restore it instead with RoofMax for 80% less. Call now for a free roof inspection.
This spring semi-annual store-wide sale is almost over at Ashley. Upgrade your sleep with a Tempur-Pedic mattress. Get $300 in free furniture, plus free delivery and 60-month special financing. Only at Ashley.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Jesse Tyler Ferguson does Beyonce proud. Oh, y'all see here? Plus, my action movie co-star, Mila Jovovich. How did I do?
I was so impressed.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. Tonight at 10, Wisconsin's hospitals are under an intense strain, and it's reaching a breaking point.
I'll look into this unstable state of healthcare and show you what possible solutions are on the table for the future of our hospitals.
Tonight on News 3 Now at 10. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. And Pam, I would imagine a lot of farmers keeping an eye on the weekend weather right now.
Oh, my gosh. Watch the dust fly today, though, Josh, with that in mind, because you're right. We all are getting the rain gauges ready to go, and it'll be welcome. Like I said, there's a lot of dust flying out there. A lot of farmers that have started their planting regiment, and a little bit of rain to settle things down. Not too bad. We'll have to wait and see just how much we get out of this next system, though, and keep those temperatures up. So I wanted to take a little time from now until next week, just before the Allison Dairyland Finals commence up in Door County, to introduce you to each of the individual 6 finalists that would like to be Wisconsin's next ag ambassador. We'll start it off with Sierra Essex. Sierra actually grew up in the Fort Atkinson area by her grandparents' dairy farm. She said she fell in love with the cows. She always loved the cats and all the rest of the stuff that were farm animals. Today, she's lives in Fox Lake. She's an agriculture education instructor and an FFA advisor. for the junior and senior high schools at Eustisford. She also served as Wisconsin Holstein Princess attendant back in 2015. She's a graduate of UW River Falls with a major in ag education and a minor in dairy science. While she was on campus, she was active in the River Falls Dairy Club and the campus radio station. She also has been presented the Teacher Turn the Key Scholarship Award from the Wisconsin Association of Ag Educators. Sierra told me that one of the reasons why she wants to be Alice in Dairyland is because of the travel and the opportunity to share her passion of agriculture with people from the non-farm community. One item that you may not know about Sierra, she likes to admire Wisconsin's agricultural terrain from her motorcycle. That's one of those little tidbits that you're only going to find out about Sierra because I asked her. Now, we'll be highlighting each one of the 6 finalists hopefully every day here on News 3, so long as nothing falls apart on my plans, right until they head up to Door County next Friday. Hey, one serious item that I do have to bring to the attention of my dairy audience. Starting on Monday, USDA has announced that they are implementing new testing requirements for any lactating dairy cattle that are going to be moving across state lines. Wisconsin Ag Secretary Randy Romansky had a media conference with us this morning and said that they are going to mandatory test all lactating dairy cows. The test has got to come back negative for avian influenza. If it comes back with a positive, then you're going to have to go through protocol before that animal can move out of state. The cost of these lab testing is going to be covered by the Animal Plant Health Inspection Service. Yes, we do have an approved lab here in Madison. So I'll try to sneak in as many items as I can today, tomorrow, because it goes into effect on Monday if you're planning on moving lactating dairy animals. So milk cows that are going out of state, you might as well call your veterinarian right now because this is going into effect on Monday. Barrel and block cheese unchanged today. AA butter unchanged as well. That gives me a little extra time to explain about that developing story right there, Josh. We'll let folks know what's going on. But in the meantime, if you're going to be moving milk cows across state lines, call your vet.
Yeah, important information there. Must needed information. All right, Pam, we'll see you tomorrow.
You bet you will.
New at noon, America's bird populations are facing a threat in urban environments with huge numbers being killed off annually. Michael George looks into why it's happening and what's being done to prevent it.
Flacco the eagle owl spent a year establishing his celebrity, with sightings across Manhattan delighting countless New Yorkers.
I saw him many times. It was always a magical moment.
Sadly, Flacco's journey ended in February when he died after striking a building. He touched so many people, crowds gathered in Central Park to remember him.
He meant freedom. He meant resilience.
Flacco escaped from the Central Park Zoo after a vandal cut his enclosure netting. Somehow, the bird defied the odds and managed to survive in the city for a full year. A necropsy showed Flacco had 4 different rat poisons in his system, which could have contributed to his death. Cities are dangerous places for birds. The Audubon Society says up to 1 billion birds die in the U.S. each year from window collisions alone.
We need to do protections to keep such things from happening.
Rita McMahon is executive director of the Wild Bird Fund. She's pushing for a new bill called the Flacco Act, which would require buildings in New York to have bird-safe windows with patterns birds can see. Advocates also want cities to adopt non-lethal methods to kill rats. Rat poison also kills birds.
And all these deaths are totally due to human activity. The fact that 3 billion birds have disappeared since 1970 is something we have to take very seriously.
One simple thing we all can do, turn the lights off at night. Advocates say that eliminates one hazard that can help keep birds flying for generations to come. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
2 year certified most accurate forecast now. First Four meteorologist Kelly Slifka is on the weather patio. Kelly?
Yeah, we got the birds out here singing this noon hour. It's a beautiful noon hour. We got lots of sunshine and temperatures are going to be very seasonable for this time of April. Now, we did get the latest drought monitor. You would think some of the rain that we had last week, early last week, I think it was Tuesday of last week. Well, we still have the severe drought up there in parts of Richland County and Sauk County. It did shrink a little bit. The good news is we do have some rain and some beneficial rains, especially the areas to the west of Madison. Could be talking about over 2, maybe 3 inches of rain when all is said and done come Monday. So we're going to see rounds of showers and storms. There's going to be plenty of dry periods, but we do have some wet weather on the way. That'll begin tomorrow afternoon. Right now, we are looking at some sunshine. Temperatures near 60 today. That's pretty close to our average. And our low tonight, definitely not going to be a freeze. We're only dropping down to about 40, very close to where we should be for this time of the year. So 70s this weekend. We will see quite a bit of dry weather on Saturday, most of the afternoon hours, but we are looking at some showers and storms to develop tomorrow afternoon. Then again, it looks like Saturday evening, Saturday overnight period, and continuing into a Sunday. So it's going to be kind of a stormy weekend, but once again, there are opportunities for some dry weather. Today, we've got temperatures in the upper 50s to around 60, so a beautiful afternoon. If you are headed out this evening, we will dip down into the 40s as we get toward 10 o'clock. Otherwise, we're looking at some this is on Friday. It looks like a generally dry weather, but as we go into the late afternoon hours, we're seeing those rains move in, and on Saturday we are expecting quite a bit of rain to be moving in as we go into a Saturday evening. Now, our best chances of rain tomorrow are coming in later in the afternoon into the evening hours, and you notice as we get towards Saturday morning that chance of rain does tail off. So I think much of the morning hours into the early afternoon hours should be dry, and maybe with all these storms headed our way, maybe able to get a rainbow like we got here out on Lake Wisconsin. Thanks for sending that photo in. We do have a first warning alert day for the chance of some heavier rains, some stronger storms developing. I think the best chance of seeing some severe weather will come in Saturday evening. That's when you really want to pay attention. But we do have some heavy rains when all is said and done. Could be talking about 1 to as much as 3 inches of rain. Now, our severe weather threat tomorrow is very minimal. We call it marginal. That's the lowest on a scale of 1 to 5. And basically from Madison to the south and west, the atmosphere is going to be a little bit too stable. Now, if we go into Saturday, especially Saturday evening, that severe weather potential does go up to a slight risk on a scale of 1 to 5. That would be a category 2. Take a look at our future track as starting off Saturday. I think Saturday, most of the daylight hours should be dry, but it will be as we go into later in the afternoon, especially into the evening. We're going to watch some showers and storms develop to our west, and we could be talking about some heavier downpours. It looks like that chance of rain will continue right through Sunday and even into early Monday before this whole system finally moves on out. Our first warning forecast looking at 60 today with the first warning alert day tomorrow for that chance of some stronger storms, mainly some heavier downpours Friday evening. Better chance of some stronger storms developing. It looks like Saturday. I know I'm missing a lot of those symbols there, but chance of storms on Saturday, 76 for 72 on Sunday. Cools off a bit by Monday and Tuesday, then we're right back in the 70s going into next week. There the symbols are popping up for you. So a little bit of dry weather Saturday, at least in the morning into the afternoon, but those storms will ramp up later in the day and continuing Saturday night into Sunday.
All right, we'll be watching that weekend closely, Kelly. Thank you. Now let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Looking for a side dish that is simply smashing? We've got it, and these are as much fun to make as they are to eat.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you have both Medicare and Medicaid? If so, you may qualify for a dual-eligible special needs plan from Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield with benefits and coverage for dental services or routine eye exams. Call now to explore plan options available in your zip code. Learn about the additional care, resources, and support you could have with an Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual special needs plan. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual-eligible special needs plans offer more benefits than you have access to with original Medicare alone. Additional benefits could help you save out-of-pocket costs. These benefits could include a healthy grocery allowance each month, transportation to plan-approved medical appointments, or an annual allowance to spend on eyewear. Most of the Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual special needs plans have $0 monthly premiums, $0 copays, or $0 deductibles that can also help you save on out-of-pocket costs. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, don't miss your chance to enroll in a dual special needs plan. Call today to see what plans with additional benefits may be available in your zip code. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield dual special needs plans offer more than original Medicare, like annual allowances towards dental, vision, or hearing coverage. These plans offer even more benefits that may provide you with additional care and support. With a 24/7 nurse line, you could have access to a registered nurse to help answer your questions whenever you need. If you're in immediate need of a caregiver or emergency services, these Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield plans provide a personal emergency response system. Contact a caregiver or emergency services at the touch of a button. If you have both Medicare and Medicaid, don't miss your chance to enroll in a plan with more benefits than you may have with original Medicare alone. Call today to speak with a licensed agent and explore 2024 dual-eligible special needs plans. The call is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 800-357-1385. 800-357-1385. That's 800-357-1385. Call now.
Why won't you? Want fresh air.
Hun!
You need the experts.
The home renewal experts at Belco will make your project a breeze with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 6 years.
Free installation won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Belco.
For years, we've been taught to be gentle when working in the kitchen. Well, today, I want you to throw those thoughts out, since the dish we're making today gets its big personality when we smash it. And when I say smash it, I mean in a good way. We begin by boiling a couple pounds of small white potatoes. Once they're tender, we drain them well. And while they cool, we whisk together some melted butter with a bit of chopped parsley, some minced garlic, a little salt and pepper, and a good amount of Parmesan cheese. Now for the fun part, we place our potatoes on a couple of baking sheets, and with the heel of our hand or with a large spoon, we gently smash the potatoes like this. The key is to smash it, but still keep it in one piece. We brush these with our butter mixture, and into a hot oven they go to crisp up. In about 20 minutes or so, we end up with potatoes that are crispy on the outside, tender as can be on the inside, and packed with flavor. So here's what I suggest. Go to our website and get the recipe for what we call Parmesan smashed potatoes. I'm Howard of the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a smashing way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
It is time for Potentially Yours as we introduce you to our Pet of the Week. Dane County Humane Society would like you to meet Tux. This handsome and friendly 9-month-old pup loves to play. If you have a ball or other toy to toss, then it's game on for Tux. He enjoys going for walks and hikes and playing in the yard. Tux is smart and likes the challenges of puzzles, toys, and treat boxes, as well as working on training. He also knows sit very well. Tux can be rambunctious, so his ideal home should not have small children. Since Tux is young, he's looking for a family who will help him with his positive reinforcement training while spoiling him with lots of playtime, adventures, and love. Right now, Dane County Humane Society is looking for volunteers to serve as foster families for animals in need, particularly dogs. Volunteer foster families open their hearts and homes to provide temporary care for cats, dogs, and critters. Visit giveshelter.org/foster to learn more and apply so you can begin fostering today. And an update, last week's pet, Nynx the cat, is still available for adoption. So if you are interested in adopting right now, you can check out all the animals at Dane County Humane Society by going to giveshelter.org. Now here's Kelly with the final look at your first warn weather.
Yeah, Josh, a beautiful day on tap. We've got plenty of sunshine and temperatures very seasonable. Should be headed into the lower 60s today. Things will change, though. Later tomorrow, the clouds will move on in and some showers and storms. Looking at most of this coming in during the late afternoon and evening tomorrow. First warn alert day into Saturday. I think Saturday evening is the best chance of seeing some severe weather. All of us are looking at some pretty good rainfall totals as temperatures rise into the 70s this weekend. It does turn a little bit cooler by Sunday and Monday, but we're right back in the 70s next week.
All right, Kelly, thank you. And thanks for joining us. Enjoy that sunshine. Have a great afternoon.